All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court, now draw nigh, give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Hiba Arja.
May it please the court, I move that Hiba Arja be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Hiba Arja be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marinel Arzakon.
May it please the court, I move that Marinel Arzakon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Marinel Arzakon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Januni Balasubramaniam.
May it please the court, I move that Janani Balasubramanian be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Januni Balasubramanian be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Bridget Grace Barkus.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Bridget Grace Barkus, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Bridget Grace Barkus be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amelia Batar.
May it please the court, I move that Amelia Batar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amelia Batar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Annalise Paula Bergman.
May it please the court, I move that Annalise Paula Bergman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Annalise Paula Bergman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gabrielle Hadassah Berkowitz.
May it please the court, I move that Gabrielle Hadassah Berkowitz be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Gabrielle Hadassah Berkowitz be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Elizabeth Bowes.
May it please this court, I move that Catherine Elizabeth Bowes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Catherine Elizabeth Bowes be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grace Mary Ellen Carroll.
May it please the court, I move that Grace Mary Ellen Carroll be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Grace Mary Ellen Carroll be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Hanul Choi.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Hanul Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Hanul Choi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Trudy Angela David.
May it please the court, I move that Trudy Angela David be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Trudy Angela David be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Holly Dunkel.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Rebecca Holly Dunkel, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebecca Holly Dunkel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew Rain Ellish.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew Rain Ellish be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Matthew Rain Ellish be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Muhammad Farhat.
May it please the court, I move that Muhammad Farhat be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Muhammad Farhat be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Manon Fush.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Manon Fush be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Charlotte Manon Fush be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Janet Logan Frame.
May it please the court, I move that my mother, Janet Logan Frame, be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
That Janet Logan Frame be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amy Lee Friedman.
May it please the court, I move that Amy Lee Friedman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Amy Lee Friedman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniel Mark Garland.
May it please the court, I move that Daniel Mark Garland be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Daniel Mark Garland be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Subhangi Goswami.
May it please the court, I move that Shubhangi Goswami be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shubhangi Goswami be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Richard Vernon Douglas Grant.
May it please the court, I move that Richard Vernon Douglas Grant be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Richard Vernon Douglas Grant be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Annalise Claire Harper.
May it please the court, I move that Annalise Claire Harper be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Annalise Claire Harper be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Andrew Peter Joseph Hurlinger.
May it please the court, I move that Andrew Peter Joseph Hurlinger be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Andrew Peter Joseph Hurlinger be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ahmed Ramzi Ibrahim.
May it please the court, I move my brother, Ahmed Ramzi Ibrahim, be admitted as a lawyer of the honourable court.
Let Ahmed Ramzi Ibrahim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Najmi Jaber.
May it please the court, I move that Najmi Jaber be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nazmi Jaber be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Pei Cheng Jiang.
May it please the court, I move that Pei Sheng Jiang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Pei Cheng Jiang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Frederick William Perry Johnston.
May it please the court, I move that my only son, Frederick William Perry Johnston, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Frederick William Perry Johnston be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hoi Ting Heidi Can.
May it please the court, I move that Hoi Ting Heidi Can be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hoi Ting Heidi Can be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nashita Aziza Khan.
May it please the court, I move that Nashita Aziza Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nashita Aziza Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Marie Chris.
May it please the court, I move that Georgia Marie Chris be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Marie Chris be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Avishai Avinal Kumar.
May it please the court, I move that Avishai Avinal Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Avishai Avinal Kumar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Diana Joelle Leisha.
May it please the court, I move that Diana Joel Leisha be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Diana Joelle Leisha be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cassandra Pui Mun Lim.
May it please the court, I move that Cassandra Pui Mun Lim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Cassandra Pui Mun Lim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Stephanie Jasmine Mano.
May it please the court, I move that Stephanie Jasmine Mano be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Stephanie Jasmine Manor be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Elizabeth Barbara Maneros.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Elizabeth Barbara Maneros be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Laura Elizabeth Barbara Maneros be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christian Martinazzo.
May it please the court, I move that Christian Martinazzo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christian Martinazzo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Janine Ann Matthews.
May it please the court, I move that Janine Ann Matthews be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Janine Ann Matthews be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Rose Chilvers.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Rose Chilvers be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Rose Chilvers be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Josiah Isaac Moore.
May it please the court, I move that Josiah Isaac Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Josiah Isaac Moore be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophia Zara Newton.
May it please the court, I move that Sophia Zara Newton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sophia Zara Newton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angel Elchin Nidai.
May it please the court, I move that Angel Elchin Nidai be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Angel Ilson Nidai be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dominic Michael O'Sullivan.
May it please the court, I move that Dominic Michael O'Sullivan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Dominic Michael O'Sullivan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Daniela Melina Pagano.
May it please the court, I move that Daniela Melina Pagano be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Daniela Melina Pagano be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Grace Susanna Patton.
May it please the court, I move that Grace Susanna Payton be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Grace Susanna Payton be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charles Ronald Phipps.
May it please the court, I move that Charles Ronald Phipps be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Charles Ronald Phipps be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sweta Prakar.
May it please the court, I move that Sweta Prakar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sweta Prakar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Natia Saradelis.
May it please the court, I move that Natia Saradelis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Natia Saradelis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sophie June Quince.
May it please the court, I move that Sophie June Quince be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Sophie June Quince be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Selena Shergill.
May it please the court, I move that Selena Shergill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Selena Shergill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Pritpal Singh.
May it please the court, I move that Pripal Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Pripal Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
David Philip Sobel.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Daniel Philip Sobel, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable
Let
court.
Daniel Philip Sobel be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alexandra Yachin Stewart.
May it please the court, I move that Alexandra Yashin Stewart be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Alexandra Yashan Stewart be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Savannah Boniswa O'Reilly Still.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter, Savannah Beniswa O'Reilly Still, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Savannah Vanessa O'Reilly Still be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Albert Harry Trevelyan Swan.
May it please the court, I move that Albert Harry Trevelyan Swan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Albert Harry Trevelyan Swan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Thang Kwok Tran.
May it please the court, I move that Tang Kwok Tran be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tang Kwok Tran be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isaiah James Vumbaka.
May it please the court, I move that Isaiah James Wumbaka be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Isaiah James Mumbaka be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jiashu Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Jashu Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Joshua Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew Siwei Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew Seaway Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Matthew Siwei Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacob Vincent Eugene Ward.
May it please the court, I move that Jacob Vincent Eugene Ward be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Jacob Vincent Eugene Ward be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tin Long Jonathan Wong.
May it please the court, I move that my brother, Tin Long Jonathan Wong, be admitted as a lawyer in this honourable court.
That Tin Long Jonathan Wong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Caroline Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Caroline Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Caroline Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tamara Noel York.
May it please the court, I move that Tamara Noel York be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Tamara Noel York be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Vladimir Zagvozdin.
May it please the court, I move that Vladimir Zagvostin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Vladimir Zagoskin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Austin Tianli Zhu.
May it please the court, I move that Austin Tianli Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Austin Tanley Zhu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yuan Zhuang.
May it please the court, I move that Wan Zhuang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
That Yuan Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court. And we now turn to some formalities, and it'll be necessary for those applicants whose admission has been moved to stand and remain standing for the purpose of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please stand as indicated by the officiating officer.
Please be seated. Just the first two rows on my right, please stand.
We'll get there.
Heba Arja. Marinelle Arzakon. Januni Balasubramaniam. Bridget Grace Barkus. Amelia Batar. Annalise Paula Bergman. Gabrielle Hadassah Berkowitz. Catherine Elizabeth Bowes. Grace Mary Ellen Carroll. Sarah Hanul Choi. Trudy Angela David. Rebecca Holly Dunkel. Matthew Rain Elish. Mohammed Farhat. Charlotte Manon Fouche. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Please be seated. Could the next two rows on my right please stand up? Jeanette Logan Frame. Amy Lee Friedman. Daniel Mark Gardland. Subhangi Goswami. Richard Vernon Douglas Grant. Annalise Claire Harper. Andrew Peter Joseph Herlinger. Ahmed Ramzi Ibrahim. Najmi Jaber. Pei Cheng Jiang. Frederick William Perry Johnston. Hoi Ting Heidi Kan. Nashita Aziza Khan. Georgia Marie Chris. Avishai Avanal Kumar. Diana Joelle Lisha. Cassandra Pui Mun Lim. Stephanie Jasmine Mano. Laura Elizabeth Barbara Moneros. Christian Martinazzo. Janine Ann Matthews. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Please be seated. Could the row in the middle of the court please stand up? Charlotte Rose Chilvers. Josiah Isaac Moore. Sophia Zara Newton. Angel Elchin Nidai. Dominic Michael O'Sullivan. Daniela Melina Pagano. Grace Susanna Payton. Charles Ronald Phipps. Sweta Prakar. Natia Sarah Dellis, Sophie June Quince, Selena Shergill, Pritpal Singh, Daniel Philip Sobel, Alexandra Yachen Stewart. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Please be seated. Could the two rows on my left please stand up? Savannah Boniswa O'Reilly Still, Albert Harry Trevelyan Swan, Tang Kwok Tran, Isaiah James Vumbaka, Jashu Wang, Matthew Siwei Wang, Jacob Vincent Eugene Ward, Tin Long Jonathan Wong, Caroline Zhu, Tamara Noel York, Vladimir Zagvozdin, Austin Tianli Zhu, Yuan Zhuang. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Please be seated.
Well, now that the ceremonial part of the proceedings has concluded, may I warmly welcome you all to the Banco Court, the court's ceremonial court here at the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I am Justice Stevenson, and I sit in the Equity Division of the court, and I represent here today the Chief Justice. Present with me on the bench today on my right is Justice Lonigan, who sits in the Common Law Division, and Justice Irache to my left, who is also a judge of the Common Law Division. And together we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you all to practice. We've done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation have for, as we all know, countless centuries been custodians of the land, and I'm sure you will join me in paying our sincere respects to the elders past and present, and to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are present here today. To all you admitted lawyers, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all members of the court, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you've all worked to reach this important milestone, and I'm also pleased to welcome those who are gathered with you here today and who are watching on the live stream. For many of you, I know the support of your family and friends has been invaluable. For many of them, their endurance of your highly polished and developing skills of argument and persuasion may be at an end, or maybe not. Whatever the case, I'm sure that they are immensely proud of you, and I encourage you to take the time today to thank them. Depending on how good your skills as an advocate are, you may be able to persuade them to shout you out to a civilised lunch or dinner to celebrate. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession. The custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice goes back to at least the 12th century, and this court first admitted lawyers in 1824, 200 years ago. And as I'm sure many of you know, in May of this year, the court to which you've just been admitted celebrated its 200th anniversary, and you may be surprised to learn it's one of the oldest continually operating courts in the world. And that's something of which we, and I hope now you, can be immensely proud. The Chief Justice has asked me to emphasise that you should take the time to look at the history wall outside the court here, the photographs of our bicentennial sitting, and the new Supreme Court gallery over here on my left. The Chief Justice is very proud of all those, and I'm sure you will enjoy them too. You're in a very fortunate cohort in lots of ways, and in one way is that after the ceremony today, when you move to the lobby downstairs to sign the roll and receive your certificate of admission, you'll be presented with a copy of the court's recently published bicentenary history entitled Constant Guardian, Changing Times, History of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, 1824 to 2024, as a memento of your admission in the bicentenary year. And I'm told that a couple of the copies have actually been signed by the Chief Justice. Whoever gets that will be especially lucky. I do not have his authority to say that. I do hope you take the time to read and enjoy it. It's a terrific work. I had no role in its creation, so I can say it's a very interesting read, and it has a wealth of fascinating information about the court that you have just become, of which you have just become an officer. In celebrating 200 years of this court's operations, we celebrate 200 years of, importantly, the rule of law in New South Wales, and I'll return to that in a moment. As you've seen, the ceremony is attended by unique but important formalities, and one is that your admission has been moved by someone who is already a member of the profession. And the other is you've made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family, your friends, your peers, and before senior judges of the court. So they and we are all witness to the serious promises and undertakings that you have made by making the oath and making the declaration that you have. The law touches every part of society, and it will lead you all in, no doubt, very different directions. But wherever you go, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation you just made here in this court is a serious one, and it will always deserve your solemn regard. Whether you work in a law office as a solicitor, or you go to the bar, work in a community legal centre, a Crown Law office, with the Aboriginal Legal Service, with legal aid, or in an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty and your integrity and your commitment to justice, and you must at all times seek to uphold those cardinal values. Now, you'll see from the portraits of the former Chief Justices on the walls that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. And you may be wondering why we still wear these robes on ceremonial occasions. And I can tell you one reason we don't do it is because we think they're comfortable or because we think they look fashionable. We do it as a symbol to represent and to highlight the continuity of the rule of law in the state of New South Wales. Importantly, the judges wearing robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool, certainly far more diverse than when I started in the profession. Some 43% of all judicial officers are women. There are now some 600 women at the bar, including its president. Women take up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 65. The president of this court is a woman. The Chief Justice of the ACT of Queensland and Victoria, they're women. The Chief Judge of the District Court is a woman. The Director of Public Prosecutions is a woman. That's a radical change from when I commenced in practice, and there's a long way to go, we all accept, but it has been a salutary change. As to the continuity of the rule of law, we all know how much global uncertainty and trouble there is in various parts of the world, including parts of the world from which many of you have ancestry, I'm sure. And the rule of law is more important than ever, and it's just not just a lawyer's expression, it's not just an academic construct of theoretical import. It's the opposite of abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists, of which we fear we'll see more early next year. In a speech delivered in 2010, Lord Hodge of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom put it this way. He said that the rule of law is a bastion against those who would use chaos as a ladder. Notwithstanding formality and the traditions that are attached to our profession, the life of the law is dynamic, and like everything else in society, it changes. The pandemic caused a dramatic change, as I think you all know, to the use of technology in our courtrooms and the use of AI, especially generative AI, is going to bring many opportunities and challenges. The Chief Justice has just issued a practice note about the use of AI, warning of its dangers and requiring disclosure of its use by legal practitioners, so you should pay careful regard to that. And the Chief Justice has also published guidelines for judges as to what use judges can make of AI, it being a very limited use. But it's here to stay, and it's part of change. But while these matters offer increased facility in the manner in which we can conduct our practices, the law has at its heart people, human nature. And an essential part of you being a good lawyer will be to understand people, because you'll be dealing with people, and see how they react in different circumstances, especially because an individual who will need your services will almost always be a person who is facing a crisis of one kind or another, a personal crisis or a financial crisis, an occasion where engaging in lawyers is the last thing they wanted to do. There's therefore a need to deliver your services not just competently, of course you must do that, but with courtesy and integrity and sensitivity to the people who you'll be serving. The need for human engagement is a powerful reason why there should be more diversity in the law than there is even now, and I include diversity on this court. That very much includes Indigenous Australians. Diverse representation amongst all aspects of the legal profession is a vital part for the legal system to endeavour to reflect the community that it serves. And the admission ceremonies on which I've sat, including this one, show what a great diversity, what a healthy diversity there is of the background of the junior lawyers coming to practice. It's a good thing, it's to be encouraged, and it's a great thing for the system of law generally. Now, let me offer you a bit of professional and personal advice. First, as a lawyer, you'll often have to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you've developed to think critically, but not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and to the administration of justice. At various times in your career, you will make mistakes. We all do. Some will be serious, some will be not so serious. Try to learn from your mistakes, maintain your commitment to honesty, and try and correct and learn from what you do. One mistake you should not ever make is to be tempted to give your clients the advice that you think they want to hear. The whole point of what you do is to give advice which is objective and correct, hopefully, but not tailored by any impression you have as to what they want you to say. Giving your client advice they want to hear is not good advice. They will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. Aspects of the law that you'll be involved in can be stressful, can be confrontational, especially, frankly, if you go to the bar or engage in litigation. Can I suggest that nothing will be gained by behaving aggressively or angrily in your professional life. Maintain your detachment, your balance and good humour, and remember that you are now a member of a profession and not a business. Another thing to remember is that the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and judges could use that reminder from time to time. One of your jobs will be to make the law accessible, even in complicated circumstances, so try to be clear and concise in your writing. Every word you need and not one more. Also, your physical and mental health is important. There'll be stressful times. The law creates circumstances where you may be overwhelmed or burnt out and find yourself mentally taxed. Try to keep a balance. Keep your eye out to ensure your colleagues are well And if you do get overwhelmed, as we all do from time to time, try to step back and recapture some perspective. But remember, the law is a highly collegiate profession. And in that context, let me now call on some young representatives of the bar and the Law Society to say a few words. Mr. Murray, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Sam Murray, and I've been practicing for 3 years at the bar, predominantly in commercial and public law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds. For me, to be a lawyer, and especially to be a barrister, is to be an advocate, a vocation that is centered on integrity and honesty, just as much as persuasion and reason. It is an immense privilege to be part of this profession, and each day brings new challenges that push me to grow in profound ways. I derive deep fulfillment from these challenges, and I take pride in the opportunity to advocate for my clients in court, and in so doing, to contribute in a meaningful manner to the advancement of justice. Everyone's pathway to the bar is unique. Before becoming a barrister, I worked as a tipstaff to 2 judges of this honourable court and practiced as a solicitor. As a solicitor, I got immense personal benefit from being involved with New South Wales young lawyers of the Law Society. That provided not only opportunities for personal growth, but also allowed me to build invaluable connections with colleagues whose insights and support have been instrumental in my journey to, and now at, the bar. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar open day. In your first year of practice at the bar, as a reader, you'll receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority who meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you practical skills at the bar. But the support is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, which organises social and educational functions for 1st to 5th year barristers like myself, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic objectives of the bar, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as solicitor or barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist the community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. Ms. Tyrrell, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Jade Tyrrell, and I still remember the day I was admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court vividly, when I stood where you are standing today. And what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy. Often it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after 9 years of working as a commercial litigator and 1 year as a tipstaff to a judge of this honourable court, I can tell you I have learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I have learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is home to that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, our drive to give back to our communities, and to uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I have been part of the Law Society of New South Wales for almost 9 years, and until recently, I was part of Young Lawyers as well. In each of them, I have found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and support when I needed it most, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the New South Wales Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. We encourage you to visit the Law Society website for upcoming events, such as the flagship Welcome to the Profession event, which provides you with an opportunity to celebrate this significant achievement alongside your peers and other members of the profession, and to learn more about your next steps as you commence in your legal career and the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as newly minted solicitors, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employers. We look forward to welcoming you to the Law Society community. As the court pleases.
Thank you, Ms. Tyrrell. Can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession. You should be proud to be a lawyer. It's an important profession, and you are now a very important part of that important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to the community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on what will be an exciting journey that is ahead of you. And on behalf of the Chief Justice and all the judges of the court, can I once again congratulate you on your admission and welcome you all to the legal profession. The court will adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.